Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790 AM, brought to you proudly by the Tennessee Wildlife and Resources Agency.
Hey, welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray as we close out today's show in the fastest 90 minutes on outdoor radio programming. And we've had this young man on with us before. In fact, I think I wrote
what
something.
A way to close this show.
Yeah,
wow.
I wrote about what he did the last time when he was on this show, and I'm going to write it again. Because he recently did something that brought a lot of pride to the Mid-South and all of his friends. West Tennessee. And that's Jimmy Washam of Covington, Tennessee, who recently, man, goodness, he won over 200,000. I can't even say that. Come off my tongue. That's too many zeros, you know. And the title belt at the second annual Major League Fishing Tackle Warehouse title presented by Mercury, the Pro Circuit Championship out of La Crosse, Wisconsin. And we got Jimmy on with us this morning. Good morning, Jimmy.
Good morning, Mr. Larry. Thank you so much for having me on. I'm sure glad to be here talking with you again.
Well, congratulations, buddy. And
it's
job well done, and I knew you could do it.
Well,
Thank you so much, Ron. I appreciate that.
I think that there's a lot of folks, and we'll say this, he won this back on August the 22nd, okay? All right? I don't know how many days he took off to go back to being a deputy sheriff in Tipton County, but there's not too many pro fishermen that I know will win $200,000 tournament on a Sunday and go back to work 2 days later. I don't know when he was, but 9 years a deputy sheriff in Tipton County as a sergeant. And Jimmy, I mean, it had to be something. 17 pounds, 15 ounces on the last day. You mowed them up, buddy. I mean, you just came through there, and it's not easy, is it, Ron? I mean,
oh, no.
It's not easy the way this thing is laid out. I mean, you're talking about a 6-day tournament.
Well, and look at the competition he was going up against.
Oh, you think there was competition in that?
Well,
why don't you ask Jimmy?
50 best fishermen
How about
for
Justin?
MLF.
How about Justin Lucas finishing ninth? I mean, he's way on down there.
You know,
I mean,
Bobby Lane.
Yeah, well,
Skeet Reese.
Talk about it.
On and on.
Talk about it, Jimmy. We want to hear about it, buddy.
It was an incredible week. It really was. It was, something that I dreamed of when I was a kid, and I really never could have even fathomed that it would be more than just a dream. And and it's still kind of surreal, but it's finally starting to sink in a little bit. Things just went my way all week. They started out good and got better every day. I got in a very comfortable mindset and was just fishing really well and really confident in my decisions. And then I ended up finding a school that I was confident I could win the tournament on, and I found them the afternoon before Championship Sunday. The weights reset on Championship Day, so things just went in my favor all week.
Well, let me ask you real far. Talk about the guy in the John boat. I think our listeners would like to hear that, Jimmy.
Great story, yeah.
Yes, sir, it sure is. So I contemplated not going to my best place at first Sunday because I was not sure that I could catch a limit. I felt like I could catch 2 or 3 big ones, but I didn't know how many fish were on it. So I ended up deciding right as they were calling boat numbers, I better go to the best place first. It's Sunday. There's going to be some local traffic. So as I'm pulling up, it was about a 25-minute run. As I'm coming off pad and idling up to my place, there's a guy in a John boat that is casting towards the school of fish I had, and he's like a half a cast away from him. And I pulled up, and I, of course, was going to ask him if he didn't mind giving me a little bit of space. In a nice way. I'm as polite as they come as far as tournament anglers and respecting other people in public water.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
With that much at stake, I was going to ask. I didn't even have to. I said, good morning, and he's pulled his trolling motor up and said, man, this is all yours. Good luck. Have a great day, and left. And I turned back and told my camera guy, I said, that's a class act right there.
Yes.
Well, about an hour later, he comes back, and he had determined that I was a member of the sheriff's office in Tipton County, and he comes back and actually spectates and says, I work for the La Crosse sheriff's office.
Unbelievable.
We ended up being brothers in blue, and
Jimmy, you know, you make all of us in West Tennessee very proud in the Mid-South, but you also represent a couple of Mid-South companies that support you. Hammer Rods, Black Bass Fishing Industries. What does all that mean to you, and to be able to have all that local support?
It means a ton. You know, aside from about 3 of my partners, really 2, it's all local.
Yeah.
It's
the gloves you wear
primary.
now.
Sir?
The gloves that you use now, they're made locally.
Cordova Safety Products, they're out of Memphis.
Mm-hmm.
And Primary Tackle was my very first sponsor. I was so proud to have, to be able to have the support of a tackle company on my jersey 5 years ago.
Hold on, Jimmy. David Best, how do you like that when Jimmy says that?
I always enjoy that when I hear Jimmy say that.
How about
so
that,
cool
Jimmy? You don't mind David Best
you.
coming in, do you? Huh?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I like to hear David's voice. He's like I was saying. He's been my number one supporter from the get go. And and he's what's great about David and Primary Tackle is that he carries a lot of my other local partners' products. So
yes,
it's just really a very beneficial partnership and a place that I can go to represent not just Primary Tackle, but Black Bass Tackle, Hammer Rods, Profound Outdoors, and Rockfish Sunglows.
Hey, I didn't know you, David. I had no idea he was going to say that. I was going to surprise you, Jimmy, and let David come in and say some nice things about. And now you're saying nice things about David. David, you'd hang up now. I mean, you've already you got your plug. So, what makes Jimmy a good fisherman, David? David Best of Primary Tackle in Arlington. What makes Jimmy Washam a good fisherman?
Jimmy Washam is just one of those guys that just pays so much more attention to detail than the average guy does.
Yes, yeah.
I mean, I've known Jimmy since he was about 18 years old, and he first joined the River City Bassmasters back in the day. And here's this young college-age kid that comes in and just kicking everybody's butt all around the trail, and all those older guys. Man, I can't believe how well this young kid catches them, and how good he is. And it's one of those things where I've known for a long time. I mean, when Jimmy, I first started talking to Jimmy about sponsoring him. I mean, one of the first things I told him was like, dude, here's the deal. I'm a small time company. I don't have a whole lot of money. I'll give you everything I can give you. I'll do everything I can for you. I'll help you in any way I can help you. I said, but you got to remember me when you get big, because I know you're going to get big. I know that there's going to be a day when I can no longer afford the price tag on the side of your boat.
Well, I think, Jimmy, you hear that, and you really kept your local ties. You're a grounded man. I have to admit that. For what, 34? Is that right, Jimmy? You 34?
Yes, sir. That's right.
And I know your daddy taught you so much. I mean, there's such a connection here between you and the Mid-South, and these, as David said and as Ron said, to keep yourself grounded. Now, how difficult is that when you win $200,000? I bet you got cousins you didn't know you had now. So,
well, yeah, you're always going to have, some family pop up when something great happens. But I'm thankful for all the support, and I go back to last year, my second professional event on the pro circuit at Harris Chain of Lakes in Florida last year. I finished second.
Yes,
that's right.
We had some weather that delayed one of our days, so it got cut from a 4-day to a 3-day tournament. Just about everybody said that I would have won that tournament if it was 4 days, but Laramie Strickland beat me out because he had a 33-pound bag on day 2.
Yes.
Unheard of.
Yes. Yeah.
So I look back on that, and it was disappointing to almost have an opportunity to win my second ever professional event.
Yeah.
But then I got to looking, and I said, I think that was God's plan, and that's the way that it should have went, because how would a young man that is on his second professional event really appreciate a victory and all the hard work that is supposed to go into it that some people chase their entire life and never achieve?
That's true.
So
yes. Yeah.
This one, I mean, it was just a short 2 seasons later, but I have put with working a full-time job and pursuing my dream like I have for 2 years now. I've put enough into it to, I think, fully accept and receive, my achievement with true gratitude and appreciation. And I don't think that I'll be cocky moving forward, or I don't think it'll change who I was last week.
No,
I think I'll be the same man next week. So that's what I'm most thankful for. I feel like this win came at the perfect time in my life and my family's life.
Well, it's told, and again, we're talking to Jimmy Washam. He just won 6 days ago on August the 22nd, as we talk on August the 28th, and he's already taken time to be on David Best's weekly podcast on Thursday nights at 7 o'clock. He was on this past Thursday. He's taken time to be on this show when a lot of folks will be maybe doing something else, and I think that speaks volume for him, David, right? I mean, that
it does.
That he is so this is not going to change you, is it not, Jimmy, right?
No, sir. It's not going to change me. I will wake up and put my pants on the same way I did before all this happened. I may assure you. And all this is a gift from up above, the way I see it, and a head start on what I had planned on and was never going to take a no to, and that's a long, successful career in the fishing industry.
Well, that's true. I think you'll probably wear more expensive pants now, Jimmy. Okay, when you put them on.
and
no, he's not. He's going to still put on his same jeans.
Talk about the local flavor. He has Midway Marine there in Fulton,
Mississippi.
Yeah. He's a local guy, folks, and we wanted Jimmy on. Thank you, Jimmy, for taking time to be with us. David, always good to talk to you, buddy. I thought we could surprise you, Jimmy. That's okay, right, Jimmy? So
absolutely. I really appreciate it. I always enjoy spending any time, even if it's over the phone, with Brother David Best.
That's it, buddy. Thank y'all. Y'all have a great day. All right?
Thank you so much.
All right.
Talk soon.
All right. Okay, let me tell you about next week. So how about that? That was pretty cool, right? Okay.
Good stuff.
He's a good man.
Good stuff. Let me talk about next week, because it will be first Saturday. Dave Gabbert, Gene Smith will be our co-host. We're going to talk to Brad Hadel of Delta Waterfowl. Man, they're getting ready to bring a big show to Little Rock next year. You don't think it's not going to be little. It's going to be big. We're going to talk to him. And, of course, Arcabella Lake Physically Challenged Deer Hunt's coming up again in December. And we're going to talk to Rob Hoff and Chris Garner. And then we're going to talk High Mountain Seasonings.
Ooh, good stuff.
30th anniversary giveaway in 2021. Again, Ron Long, thank you, buddy. Appreciate you.
Enjoy it. Always a pleasure to be here.
All right. And Bill Cooksey, stay safe, buddy. Okay? We'll talk to you.
Thank you, Larry. I'm going squirrel hunting, and then dumplings will be ready for dinner tomorrow.
Ooh, how about some...
Can I come over?
How about my brother-in-law does squirrel mulligan. I mean, a stew. Ooh, it's good, too.
Yeah.
That's what my wife says, at least. All right. This is Larry Ray reminding you to do each and every week. It doesn't cost an extra cent to be a good sport. What else, guys?
God bless the USA.